What it do, YouTube, man? Just your boy Clock Sports. We back at it like we never left, man. Today we're gonna talk about the LeBron James milestone. He right now I believe he have 39 39,000 points. Impressive, but and I'm just gonna debunk it some of this cap they have in this video. All right, let go.
In sports. It hasn't been done in 39 years. Well, this has never been done, but Kareem's record has lasted for 39 years. What LeBron is doing is unprecedented in year 21, obviously showing his longevity, but it's an incredible accomplishment. I mean, it's up there with Tom Brady's passing yards, Jerry Rice's receiving yards, and one of those records that'll never be touched. And I'm sure he's looking to get 40,000 just to make it even more.
Sure he is.
You know, Skip, for me, it's an impressive record. But it's not so impressive that I put it up there in history with all the impressive things of 10 Super Bowls or 10 NBA Finals.
Okay, the record by itself is impressive, but it's based on longevity base. That's basically what it is. You play that long to the highest level, and what Adam Silver has done is taking out the physical of the game. It can't be physical anymore. Before, I remember the playoffs, brothers. If y'all remember, the playoff used to be very physical. The score used to be low, not so high. Every game used to be very low score. Early 2000s. We're talking about 03, 04. Those games used to be go to the wire. There's no blowout in the playoff. Nowadays, you see blowout in the playoff. You see one-on-one coverage. The moment the person pass his defender is really the person that he guarding is into his mercy. So, is it impressive to score 39,000 points? Yes and no. Yes, and impressive to the fact that he able to do it this long. But when you in a LeBron stature, scoring 39,000 doesn't really move the needle. Moving the needle for this team, for the Lakers franchise, for a team that's been winning championships year after year after year after year after year, is winning championships. There's nothing else matter but the championships. Kobe said it himself. The thing is, if Kobe really was not putting his body to hell, he probably would have passed. He probably would have had 30 surpass Kareem record. Because Kareem came out himself and said, the person that I thought I was going to surpass my record was Kobe Bean Bryant. Because the way he played, how he was a score first, but the last 3 years of his career has been Achilles, shoulder, feet. He was having crazy injuries, to the point that he got to be cutting all the time. Condition to LeBron James, he had never had to get surgery. I don't know. I don't think I haven't heard him getting any surgery, but the question remains. But to me, if LeBron want to impress 39,000, I am not impressed. Impress me will be take this team to the finals, win the championship, win the whole thing. Not the tournament, because we all know you had a cakewalk to the tournament. LeBron had a cakewalk to the tournament. The only playoff team you play in the tournament is the Suns. Is the only playoff team they play in the tournament. Everybody else not making the playoff. Portland not going nowhere. Utah ain't going nowhere. The only team that he played really going somewhere is the Suns. And it was A bar fight. They were losing that game until they start triple KD. Every time you catch the ball, they start putting 3 body on him.
Because of longevity side, if you play long enough and you as dominant and as good as he has been, you don't get the numbers. Right? I mean,
facts. 100% facts. Keyshawn Johnson, you cooking right now. Keep cooking.
That's just the reality of it. If the longer you play, the more numbers you're going to get. It's only impressive because of the longevity side of things. And so when I look at it, Kareem's record stood for 39 years. It's a long time, or a long time, but Kareem played for a long time to be able to get that record. And so when you look at...
Also, ain't nobody was looking at Kareem and tell Kareem, oh, you the GOAT because you got the longevity scoring points record. Nobody was saying that back then. That for you to be the GOAT, you gotta have Kareem record. No one was saying that. Kareem took the record from Wilt. When Wilt had the record, now correct me if I'm wrong, I don't recall that people was calling Wilt the GOAT. Everybody was saying Wilt was a top 5 player to ever play the game. But when Kareem passed it, still no one was saying he's the GOAT. When Mike had 3 championships, then turned around, came back and he had 3, and no doubt in nobody's mind that they said that was the greatest player ever.
And will it ever be touched again? Probably. In our lifetime, probably not. Yeah. Because I don't foresee other NBA players as it stands today playing 21 years and counting. As he continues to play, those numbers are going to continue to go up, Skip. Agreed. So it's kind of like...
Can somebody here surpass LeBron as we play today? Somebody today that played there's a lot of people that can surpass him. Now, because the only way they're not, if they start making this league become a defensive league, like the way they did it back in the day. Back in the day, it was a defensive league. You want to get scored. Not that many people were scoring 30. That's also one of the reasons why people was not surpassing Kareem. Because you can count how many people in one hand that was scoring 30. Now, there's over 5 people. There's over 5 people scoring 30 plus points a game. So now it's a scoring league. So the notion that him keeping this scoring title for a long time, I don't see it. Unless they go back and make it to defense. Unless they start require a team to play defense. We bring back the 2000, the Ben Wallace, the Rasheed Wallace, those guys, the guys that was playing defense high level. The KGs, the Team Duncan, the guys that was not allow you to have free field to the basket. Until they do that, it's still gonna be a scoring league, man.
You know, do I look at his accomplishments, his achievements in his career? Is this one of the tops? Nah, I don't think so. Not for me.
It's not.
You know, taking a team as a puppy to the NBA Finals out of the Eastern Conference and just learning the NBA, that's impressive to me. Okay. Or being able to bounce from Miami to Cleveland to LA and win championships, that's impressive to me. You know, because he's LeBron James. He can do anything he wants to do, and this is just another...
He can do everything he can do except for winning. Except for winning, stay winning at high level. A guy like LeBron, LeBron should have a dynasty by now. Dynasty should not be come out of the Golden State Warriors. Golden State Warriors should not have the dynasty. It should be LeBron. But we all know when it comes to winning in a high level, he haven't done it. I mean, he done it, but sustain the level the Golden State, the Bulls, the Celtics, the Lakers, he have not done that. A lot of people want to give him credit for going to the finals 10 times. Like, yo, I'm not giving you credit for losing. I'm sorry, I'm not giving you credit for being a weak Eastern Conference final, being the weak East, where all they worry about is beating you. I'm not giving you credit for that. The East has been the least in conference. He had that on lock. He had that on every year. I was in college then. Every year they were talking about once he went to Cleveland. Every year people were saying, who's coming out the East? Cleveland. Cleveland was the only team. Always the number one team to come out the East. So now I'm supposed to just like, oh, give him credit for that? No, I'm not giving you credit for get that ass whoop in the Eastern Conference. I'm sorry. This is crazy.
Check on the box for him.
Okay. Richard and Keyshawn, I'm going to tell you why I believe this is so amazing and it eclipses what anybody else has done in any other sport. And let's start with the sport you two guys played at the highest level. It's called football, and it is a high contact game, and it is a very dangerous game to play, as you both know. But the way LeBron plays basketball is fairly dangerous. I'm not saying it's football dangerous, but he plays almost a brand, a form of football to me, because I'm going to say it again. He's the greatest driver of the basketball I've ever seen because he's 6 feet 9 inches tall. His weight's somewhere in that 260 to 270 range. He is as explosively.
He also using his forearm, and the people are not talking about it. The ref not calling it. You're not supposed to use your forearm. He keep using it, his forearm, to push people out the way so he can get to the basket. Let's keep it a buck, man. Let's keep it a buck. Like a lot of driving that LeBron be doing, he's literally offensive fouling. They're not calling it. Why? Because he's LeBron Ramon James. So let's tell the truth, bro.
Athletic as any player we have ever seen in the history of this game at this size. And he is, as I always say, ambidextrous at the rim. Born left-handed, shoots right-handed, can play both-handed. So at the rim, he can beat you either side both ways, which makes him virtually unstoppable when he drives the basketball. There's one way to stop him, that's the fouling. And when it comes to just contact received in the sport of basketball, wouldn't you say LeBron's up there just because he's played so many minutes? I know the centers bang with each other, but LeBron is full speed banging. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the center bang is different, though. It's back to the rim and they're backing down.
They're just kind of,
yeah.
It's almost like sumo wrestling kind of contact. But this is LeBron putting his head down, full speed to the basket. He gets fouled. He gets occasionally knocked down. And here's the most amazing part about this feat. And that is that LeBron James, and I don't even like to bring it up, but I'm going to knock on wood when I do this. But you realize in 21 seasons, he's never had a single surgery.
Facts.
There's no knee surgery.
Facts.
There's no Achilles surgery.
Facts.
There's no shoulder surgery.
Facts.
He's had his knick-knack injuries, and as he's gotten older, because Father Time taps us all on the shoulder, yes, he's had to pull this, pull that, bang up this. He's got ankle issues. They're sort of getting arthritic because he's turned them so many times. But he's still going extremely strongly in year 21 at approaching December 30th, age 39. My point is that the pure longevity of this, of avoiding injury, like I'm talking about any sort of career-threatening setback injury where you had to take off a year because you tore this. Remember what happened to Kobe at the end? It was just hard to watch because his body just betrayed him. LeBron's body has not betrayed him. You can say he's blessed with it, or I don't know how you, what.
Well, we can also say he's on EPO. You know, this is a story for another day. Do I believe LeBron is on some professional hands of drugs? That, like I said again, bro, this is a guy that cheated to win championship. So if he cheated to win championship, he definitely on something. Now I can't prove it, and also nobody else can prove it in the NBA because Chris Paul don't allow people to test players. He don't allow people to test players. But if you honestly ask me, yes, that man on something. Yes, he's taking something. Ain't no way. But to be able to outrun like it's almost like as you get older, you're supposed to be slowing down. This is not a young man. This is a dude that got lot of whip on his tire. He playing long minute every year, going to long deep in the playoff. When he was in the Eastern Conference finals, all the time. If you thinking that LeBron is not on something, bro, you definitely delusional. I honestly think he on something. But carry on, Skip.
I don't know what context you want to put it in, but I've never seen anybody this durable in what I still consider a contact sport. I don't know if you guys agree with me, but I still think, especially NBA basketball, is a contact sport.
Well, when you
the
get
way he plays,
well, the way he playing, and when you get down in the box, it becomes a contact sport. I mean, there's certain in football, you're hit in so many different spots. Where in basketball, it's the hands, it's the elbows, it's the shoulder.
Yeah.
That's really where you're going to get the contact at, where in football, it's all your entire body.
The ultimate contact in basketball, to me, is what's called the hard wood, because that's what they call the floor.
Right.
And if you fall from up above the rim to the hard wood, you better know how to fall. To me, I've never seen anybody fall more consistently, safely than LeBron does, because he gets knocked down a lot.
Dwayne Wade.
Okay, he got knocked down a lot.
Yeah, I was about to say D Wade wants to get knocked down all the time. This one of the reason why D Wade career ended up short. But LeBron James get knocked down? Nah, not that many times. Matter of fact, most of the time he probably get like a slap on his arm and stuff like that. But D Wade used to get knocked down all the time. All the time. That's how his body got banged.
I got it. Yeah, but Dwayne wasn't quite as big as LeBron.
No, but he knew how to fall.
Oh,
though.
did he? Ooh, yeah, go ahead, Richard.
Yeah, and he wore a rib cage too. Now remember that. Yeah. Wait.
Yeah.
But I think at the end of the day, you're right, Skip, and I disagree with you, Keyshawn, a little bit, and that it's not impressive because it's longevity, because of how long he played. That is impressive because there's a reason the rest of these people haven't played as long and nobody has played this long, because nobody wants to be locked in for 21 years.
No. You wrong. Kobe was gonna do it. What happened was Kobe started getting injured. He had the Achilles tear, he had the shoulder, he had his knees, he had all type of different injuries to the point that he was playing 15 or 13 games and then he went out again and again and again. So yes, sir, you wrong. All right, and also nobody on EPOs either. That man owns something, yo. He owns something. It is no way. It's not possible for somebody to be able to jump and run and do all of that. If LeBron is an anomaly, they need to clone him. Put him in the lab and clone him. Clone him.
Nobody wants to take
agree.
care of their body for 21 years.
That is true.
Sacrifice what you need to with your diet and your exercise and
Kobe
the
was
therapy
doing
and
that,
the amount
sir.
of money. Skip's always
Kobe
talking
was
about
doing that.
He puts $1 million into his body
Whatever it
every
is.
year.
Yeah,
So
more. Yeah.
Dog, every top player in the league can do that. Put $1 million in their body. LeBron's not the only one that rich in the NBA. KD got money. Book got money. Chris Paul got money. Steph got money. Clay got money. All of those guys got money. So the notion that he's the only one that put this amount and that amount, LeBron is a cheap MF, man. He doesn't pay like that. So stop the cap.
Yeah, it could be more, but he's doing that, and that takes a certain discipline, and nobody wants to be disciplined that long. Once these certain people make a certain amount of money, they're like, okay, bro, I got all the records, I got the rings, I did everything I came to do. Let me go coach my kids, or be with my kids, be with my family, go on vacations.
Not Kobe.
It takes a different kind of human being to do it for this long, and he's still doing it at a high level. In year 20, he averaged 28, 8 and 6. So I mean, he's in year 21, and we're still talking about when Jordan was in year 21. We're talking about how this is just a symbolic year, and he's just there to encourage the players as a favor to the owner. LeBron is still trying to win a championship.
Yeah, but Richard, to me, it's different. The longevity side is impressive. You are 100% right, and that's what I started off by saying.
Cooking.
The longevity, doing all of those things.
Keyshawn, cook that nigga, man. Cook that nigga, Keyshawn. Cook him.
To get there. But at the same time, when you're doing that, your numbers for a player like this are gonna skyrocket and go up. Okay, yeah, you don't have to play. Clearly, he doesn't have to play. He's done everything. He can walk out the building and be fine. But in the end, if he didn't put in the work to do it, he wouldn't have these numbers. But in order to get the numbers, you got to put in the work, because he didn't have the numbers in year 15. He got the numbers in year 21.
Yeah.
That's my only thing. I just think there's other things that he's done in his career
that's more
impressive to me than accomplishing 39,000, right? Because he just passed Kareem. So that was impressive. Now you even it out because you get to 39,000. It's like, okay, you already passed Kareem. Nobody's going to catch you. So it's not. Then when you get to 34,000, Skip, but we going to sit up and go, oh, it's really impressive. He'll be in his 23rd year when he gets there, right? It's like, at some point, he's going to run out of years and the numbers are going to stay because nobody will ever catch you.
Yeah, but I mean, Father Time, like Skip says, it taps everybody on the shoulder. It's like, hey, it's time to go. We looked at the numbers yesterday, and everybody that was this age playing basketball and the points they averaged, it was all single digits, 3.7, 6.9, 8.3.
True.
That's what it was. Father Time taps LeBron James on the shoulder and is like, hey, let me know when you ready. Because he gonna go when he ready, because he's still playing at an all-time elite level. So I don't know. I feel what you're saying, Keyshawn, because if you play for a long time, it's going to be a lot of points. But Andre Iguodala was played, 19, 20 years.
Yeah, but he's
His
not
numbers don't look like LeBron's.
no, Skip. He's not LeBron.
Nobody is LeBron.
He ain't LeBron.
Yeah, okay.
He's not LeBron.
All right, so every morning when Wayne opens this show with the song Good Morning, we get to the line about a Jordan and LeBron debate, and Keyshawn looks across the table at me and says, you don't want any of that. Yeah, I do. Let's go. So we're kind of trash talking each other across the table. So here's one facet of the Jordan-LeBron debate where I'm going to concede to you guys, and this is it. Michael Jordan played, as we speak, 13,500 fewer minutes than LeBron has played to date, okay? So think about that. Let's do the reverse. LeBron has played 13,500 more minutes than Michael was able to play.
Thanks.
Why was that? It's for what the reasons Richard just detailed. It's because Michael just finally said, you know what, I've had enough of this. He had an issue with his owner and his GM in Chicago, and they forced the coach out, Phil Jackson, and Michael just said, you know what, I'm out of here. I am done. On principle, I am, quote unquote, retiring. And for 3 years, and you could say they would be end of prime kind of years for Michael, he did not play basketball. And then, as Richard pointed out, I always point out to you guys, the owner in Washington.
Yeah, when he came back, he was fat. Michael came back, he was big as hell. You know, he was playing golf. He had a belly. You know what I'm saying? He was not in basketball shape. I think it would have taken Michael at least a year or two to be in good basketball shape. But I'm out.